Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Malone's Record Service Haun and Sauce Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the West Green baseball and softball teams. As always, I'm joined here with baseball head coach Adrian Sauceman and softball head coach Clinton Haun. Fellas, how we doing?
Doing well.
The Hobbs and Shaw show.
Yeah,
The Hobbs and Shaw show.
Yeah.
Any other catchy names you can come up for the show?
I'm sure you'll come up with something. So.
I'm sure I'll probably mispronounce something. Yeah.
I do it all the time. Canets.
Canets.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They was connected nets, so they're canets.
Gotcha. So, fellas, how have we been?
It's been great. Gotta love rainouts. That's about all we've had. So.
That's about all you've had for sure. I think a crazy stat that you told me right before this is you've played how many games in the last how many days?
Yeah, we're supposed to have a game today. If we play it, that makes 3 days out of the last 16 that we'll have played in the middle of the season, which is
Not what you want at all.
Unreal. In a way, it's good because we're rested. Arms are rested up. Especially with the games that we've played, it's been all Braden and Mason throwing complete games.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, most of our pitching staff is very well rested. Maybe to the point where they're rusty. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, you never want that to be the case, but that's
Right.
something you always worry about in that scenario. For you, I think you've only had one day that you've played in the last 7. You played 2 games, but it was one day up at Johnson County on Monday. It's about the only day that I think anybody got games in this week. I know you played Johnson County on Monday also, and the previous week before on Monday was the only time you got to play with that doubleheader against Happy Valley. So don't have much to talk about again this week. I know you want to get out there on the field and hopefully play today against Unaka, so if you want to go ahead and go first.
Hey, it's raining again.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have a job where you can be wrong 90% of the time and still keep your job.
Mm-hmm.
AKA the weatherman.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing on the radar from about 11 to 3, and all it's done is just off and on rain.
I fully expected to cover the game that I have scheduled to do today, but I don't know.
It's fun stuff.
I feel like it didn't start raining until about an hour and a half either. Did you fully expect it not to rain at all when you woke up this morning? It's just been one of those weeks where you just don't know what to expect.
Right. There's a band of rain coming about 4:30 to 5:15, light rain. And I was prepared for that. Was not prepared for all of this. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know what time I checked, but previously when I did check, I think 20% at 5 was all that I'd seen. I checked right as I pulled in, and now it's some percentage all the way up to about 6. So
Yeah, it's raining harder now, so that's cool.
Yeah.
If we can somehow survive all this over the next 2 to 3 hours after 5:15, there's nothing. It's great.
it's just up to
Unless
that
the
point.
weatherman's
Yeah,
wrong again, which he probably will be.
could be.
I don't know. We'll see.
But take me through your light action that you've had in the last week. I know Johnson County was the only game that you got to play. Came out with a big 13-1 league win over the Longhorns, so that's always good. We talk about it's always great to get conference wins. You did that again on Monday. Take me through it.
Yeah, we went up there. Of course, it's a long ride.
Very
We got
long
up
ride.
there. Let's see. It's a 5-inning game, and we didn't. Just 5-inning game. We had 11 hits. Got walked 7 times. Got hit 3 times. So we were on base a lot. Part of that was not the best pitching. We didn't see their top guy, I don't think. But a lot of that was just really good plate appearances. I can only think of about 3 or 4 at-bats where the at-bat was over within 2 pitches. I mean, we were stretching counts. Their starter had 54 pitches after 2 innings and 71 after 3.
Wow.
They pulled him and then brought other guys in, and we forced them to do the same thing. Had we played on Tuesday, that would have been really beneficial to us to work through all those counts, eliminate those guys that we wouldn't see them on Tuesday. But, of course, it got rained out Tuesday. But it was another game for us where everybody in the lineup either had a hit or got walked. So everybody got on base. Connor had a good day, 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 run scored. I think he got the game card that day. Usually after a game, I'll, the game card for the day, that our copy or whatever, I'll whoever we kind of player of the game or whatever, we'll hand it out to. We started doing that last year. It's a pretty
Kind of
cool
like a
thing.
game ball, do like a game card.
Kind of, but it's a lot cheaper for us.
Very true.
Yeah. It's just kind of a memorabilia kind of thing.
Especially when you lose them down to the softball field down there.
Right.
Baseball buyback.
Yeah. Braden pitched another complete game. Every game he's pitched in the district this year has been a complete game. 5 innings, 67 pitches. Only struck out 3. They were putting the bat on the ball, but he was getting a lot of weak contact, and he was getting contact when he stopped for a minute.
Yep.
You want to time it to see how long until it starts again. He was doing a good job getting weak contact, and our defense played well behind him. He ended up with only 67 pitches. So that was big. It set us up really nicely with our pitching staff for the next day, which obviously didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it was a good game for us though. I think we played really well across the board. We had 7 stolen bases, and we also had 19 bases that we advanced on either a wild pitch or a pass ball. So
Okay.
26 bases off the pitcher and catcher. That's a pretty good day at the ballpark, Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
especially through 5 innings.
And you can't complain at the end of the day when you get a win also.
Absolutely.
Still holding off for the moment.
30 seconds.
It might last 5. Take me through how the ladies did this week. I know you had a doubleheader with Johnson County on Monday also. Those are the only games that you've gotten to play this week. So take me through those games. I know you came off the big win against Chucky Doak, right into some more league games. So take me through those 2.
Well, the first game against Johnson County, if you take 3 plays away, it's a completely different ball game. We had a double play that should have been a double play, and we got neither one of them. So that extended inning, and they scored, I think, 3 that inning. We've done a better job of extending at bats. We had a couple where we go down 1-2 or 0-2 and work it to a full count. Like I told girls after, I said, it's a great job extending the bats. I said, we got to put the ball in play. I mean, we struck out 10 times in a 5-inning game and lost 8-3. I think we're getting close to getting over that hump. We still got a battle to get over it. Pitched Alyssa lost in that game. She didn't pitch bad.
Trying to think.
Yeah, trying to think. I had changed the lineup up a little bit. I had some wasn't there because of a school trip, so we had to change some stuff up. But all in all, I mean, we played that game last year at the same time. We got beat 36-0. So to go from 36-0 to 8-3, then a
Big
year
improvement going
span.
forward.
Yeah. And then the second game, it was a 5-1 game going into the 4th. And all I know is Salzman was driving the bus back down towards Hampton, and the wheel came off and just kept bouncing by us. Over his wheels came flying off the bus. No, it was bad. They proceeded to hit everything. And I think they even hit the kitchen sink that 4th inning. Put up 12 runs. It's just, there wasn't hardly anything we could do. It was just balls where we hit where we wasn't. So like there was a line drive hit over Alyssa's head at shortstop. If she'd have been 2 inches taller, she'd have caught it. I mean, it literally is just one of those things that everything went their way that inning. But we're slowly getting where we need to be, I think.
He's not exaggerating. They hit everything because that's about the time that I walked
Yeah,
up.
I mean, honestly, I think one of them was the one that hit the Powerball up in Oregon. I mean, they hit everything. And it was just, I was like, okay, because Alyssa kept getting a little frustrated that game, and I was like, we're doing where we had throw strikes, let your defense play. They just put the ball in play and hit it where we wasn't. Hopefully, we get to play today, knock some rust off.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But
5 minutes from the first time I checked.
if we don't get to play today, I think I'm going to go Lowe's and buy some wood. And I don't have enough money to build an ark, but I could probably build a little dinghy.
I was going to mention that. Is there any school in East Tennessee, or not just East Tennessee, in Tennessee in general?
It's going to be a big day.
there any school that plays under a dome? You could become the first.
No. There's a handful that have turf. Super
don't
jealous
think
of
so.
those guys. I mean, you could play in it.
That's true.
No, that dome would be cool.
I don't know, though. You wouldn't be able to see the beautiful scenery here at the Buddy, though.
That's true.
That's one thing I wanted to mention.
Rain harder.
Yep. What'd I say, 5 minutes? I was about spot on. 5 or 6.
If you ever want to be a coach in the springtime, like, this is what you get to deal with. and our opponent is about an hour and 15 minutes away, so you've got to make that call 2 hours before to give them time to not be headed down here and waste travel and all stuff like that. You got to let umpires know, and you got to let people in the school know. You got to let everybody else that's helping you run everything around here know. You got to let your team know. You got to let parents know. You got some random mammal that wants to call in, and or Marty, and wants to know
Shout out Marty.
what it is. You got boys walking up here trying to figure out if we're still playing or not. So yeah, it's fun.
We'll go ahead and hop into break, though. Do you need to call anybody at the moment, or?
Yeah, if Hop's got a dome he can construct for us real quick over at Malone's Record, that'd be nice.
I don't know if they do that service, do they?
Just mount a helicopter up above us, that way it's just shooting the rain out. Put it on the softball field. He's not playing at home today.
That could be right.
It'd be all right.
But we'll go ahead and hop into break, though. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll preview the upcoming schedule that we hope you all get to play this coming week here on Grassroots Media.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. For more than 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommy's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommy's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommy's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommy's difference.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Malone Record Service Haun and Sauce Show, where we cover everything on the diamond with the West Green baseball and softball teams. As always, I'm joined here with baseball head coach Adrian Sauceman and softball head coach Clinton Haun. You know the worst thing I hate about rain, though? We don't get to do the interview on the beautiful field out there.
Yeah.
Both. Sometimes we split it up and we do it on the softball field too, but when a training like this, we're kind of handicapped to coming inside either to your room or press box, but you were already up here, so the press box will have to
Yeah, we ain't going to my press box.
I don't want to climb up there.
Yeah, that's a trick to getting up that thing.
I do like opening this up too and seeing the field behind us, but with it raining too, I mean, you don't want it to push in on us if that would be the case. So stuck in here
Certainly
today.
would be the case.
It certainly would be. Just because that's been your luck here recently.
Yeah.
But preview the week ahead. Like I said before the break, hopefully you get to play some games because I'm sure you and the boys are chomping at the bit to play. I know you've got UNACA coming in here hopefully today. We don't know. Of course, by the time this airs, everybody will know. But at the moment, we don't. Then you've got a 2-game series with Hampton. You travel there on Monday. They come here on Tuesday. And if you do have any dates for the Johnson County game or the Unicoi game that we talked about last week, go ahead and touch on those.
Okay. Unicoi game probably not going to get made up. I sent him 3 or 4 dates, and he sent me the same. Nothing matched up. So unless something were to open up in the next 2 weeks, which I don't look forward to. That game probably just gets dropped. Johnson County is April 24th, which is a Wednesday at 3:30. That makes it a 4-game week for us: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that'd be challenging. So those are the 2 makeups as of right now.
Okay.
Go to Hampton Monday. They come here Tuesday. I know they've got 2 really good players, Point and Kuhn. Past that, I think they're pretty young. I think they've got a team that can still put the ball in play. I mean, they're not bad, but I think they're very inexperienced. Which, with that, I mean, you don't really know what to expect. They could come out and play a really good ball game, or they could not. I mean, you don't know. But we need to come out and do what we do, play our brand of baseball, and hopefully that's good enough to come out and get 2 wins. And you still got the Johnson County game. If we win out those 3, I think we can finish 3rd. Which obviously you want to be one of the top 2 seeds, but we can roll with 3 too. So it's at this point it's about putting yourself in the best possible position for the tournament, and winning out certainly would do that for us. So that's the goal. And then we've got Wednesday and Thursday off. Friday and Saturday is the Buddy Hawk. We've got Victory Christian, Jenkins, Kentucky, and Knox Central, Kentucky coming in. I've been able to look up a little bit on them, but I can't tell you much on specifics.
Hard when they're out of town or out of state teams. Actually.
Right. I can look at records and scores and stuff like that, but they don't tell me who they're playing and how good those teams are. And Victory Christian, I can't hardly. They must be a covert operation. Operation.
Starting to sound like me now.
I can't. I was trying
Is
to think.
it like that team of Bishop Sycamore?
You can't find anything on them. I finally found that they played University High not too awful long ago.
Old score.
It's like 8-2, 8-3, something like that.
Respectable.
A somewhat competitive game, and UH is good. So I text Taylor up there at UH and try to get a little information on them, but that's about it. I can't hardly find anything on them. They're good at hiding stuff apparently. So either that or I'm not good at
finding stuff.
Uh,
How's it looking? You might be clear right now.
Yeah.
You gonna go out there and work on it?
Yep.
Oh,
and
it's
there
a little light
starts
sprinkle.
again.
Yep. As soon
Good
as
call.
we mention it.
Good call, Doms.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome to it. You hope April showers bring May flowers, but just your luck. April showers are going to bring more showers.
April showers about to drive me crazy. That's about what I know. So.
And we're 12 days into April, so we've got a lot left to go.
Yeah. All right.
Coach, we appreciate you sitting down.
Haun, you hold down the fort for us.
The Haun hole has been fixed.
It has. Robbie, Big Robbie, he come in and
I missed the Haun
patched
hole.
it up for us.
You might be the only one that misses the Haun hole.
I feel like I left a mark on it. And
But
You definitely did. A
Half-inch
literal
thick
mark.
on the plywood here on the top. So
I thought it felt a little higher.
yeah. Yeah.
Need to clean them jerseys or those pants while you're at it.
Yeah. I always said it last week. You're my biggest friend.
I love you too.
Coach, take me through your week ahead.
Oh well.
Like I said with him, I mean, hopefully you'll get to play some. I know originally at North Green today on Friday, have Chucky Dope come in here
We
on
go
Monday.
to Chucky Dope Monday.
Okay.
Since he came, it's at Chucky Dope now.
Okay. And then Tuesday, the Hampton doubleheader, and then Cosby on Thursday. So
Cosby got moved to the 25th
okay.
because they had something come up. They had to, they're the same boat. It's about everybody else's game. Got to make up district games, and that was the only date that whoever they was playing could make up. So we moved it to the 25th. So next week we got at Chucky Dope, Hampton here, doubleheader. And then we got the Tiny Day tournament, which I don't know who I made mad for that one. But yeah, I ain't saying, I'm just doing that jokingly. But we got first game of Tiny Day, we got Jeff County, and we got Marshtown West on Friday night. Then Saturday morning we got Sullivan East, and Cott County.
Very, very quality opponents.
And then Sunday, it depends on how we do Friday and Saturday, where we'll be and what time we'll play. Main thing is try to get those district games on Monday and Tuesday in, which is supposed to be nice. Girls joked around the other day and they sent a picture out of, it was like a water and had like a softball field on it and playing in boats, and I was thinking, well, that's about what it looks like right now. That's what it looked like yesterday.
It's crazy how we've sat here and turned our heads left the whole interview, and it's started and stopped and started and stopped again. And as we say that, it picks up even more. That's the second time in like 3 minutes that I've mentioned it, and it started raining hard.
I'm about like Sauce, but I'm about tired of the rain.
I feel like the 3 years that I've worked with grassroots so far, spring always seems challenging, but is it just me, or does this year seem like there's been more showers and more rainouts?
It's like the years I helped with Sauceman with baseball, and then helped Kelly with softball, and when I took over, I feel like this is the most rainouts and games I've ever had to move.
And it's only halfway through the season.
Yeah,
so
and I mean, I think I was counting the other day, I think I got like 22 games on the schedule, and we've had to move 6 already. So, I mean, we should be halfway through our schedule, and we ain't even
I think you've
a fourth of the
moved
way.
more than you've played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of either weather or schedule conflict with somebody else that they've got to do. I mean, it's just...
I mean, that right there, the fact that you've had to move more games than you've played so far as it lightens up again, just shows how crazy the weather's been so far this spring. And I mean, I know not only you and not only Sauceman, but we hope it stops too, because I'd like to actually get out there and cover some games. I've had, I think, 3 games scheduled to work this week, and none have been played, and some have been canceled last minute too. And you just don't know what to expect, and I can understand as a coach how much more challenging that is, because showing up to a game and covering it and having it be canceled early isn't as bad, but as a coach, I mean, you put in all that work just to have to call the game off too.
Well, I mean, it's you put all that work in during the season on the field and during the off season to keep it in shape to when you get in season to be able to play, and then Mother Nature decides she's like, I don't want you to play today. I hope we get to play today. We ain't got to get on the field since Monday, so it's kind of getting the itch.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get to play today and you say Milberg, you know what happened.
All right. I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Hopefully you get to play. I'd love to have a full schedule of games to talk about next week if possible.
Weather looks a little bit better earlier in the week, but like I was talking earlier, weatherman can be wrong 90% of the time and keep the job.
Still gets paid the same salary.
Somehow gets paid more than I do. I don't get it. But it is what it is.
I believe that's it, Coach. Appreciate
Always.
you once again. We didn't get I guess we got sort of a tagline from Malone Director today.
You know what we haven't got?
What's that?
Pow!
Call. But do not watch this while you're driving down the road.
Yeah,
Please.
don't watch.
I don't want to be the reason that you have to call that number. So if you want to, just wait. Or just sit it down in the cup holder and just listen. Treat it like a podcast.
If anybody's watching, I'll make sure you don't use your cruise control while it's raining, because then you might have to call Malone's. It's a bad thing. Don't want to see that happen. I don't ever want to see another Malone's Record Service have to come get anybody I know. That means all my family and friends are staying safe.
That's true. Don't want to put them out of business, though.
But if you do get locked out of your car or anything like that,
there you
call
go.
Malone's.
Accidents do happen.
Yeah. Like I say, that about a lot of things.
That's true. As it starts raining harder again, we'll go ahead and get off here. I'm sure everybody watching this, hopefully you're warm and dry inside the house. Us, we're about to get wet walking out of this press box. So we're about to have fun with that. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Malone's Record Service Haun and Sauce Show. Once again, we look forward to seeing you next time here on Grassroots Media.
Thank you.